welcome to the world of Housefull, where comedy isn't just an act, it's an architectural marvel of chaos. Between 2010 and 2019, this franchise didn't just make us laugh, it redefined what it means to build a comedy blockbuster. This is the inside story of how massive sets, luxury locations, and an army of stars came together to create Bollywood's grandest festival of confusion. At the heart of the Housefull universe are its opulent settings. Forget quiet, intimate comedies. This series lives and breathes in vast, luxurious hotels. These aren't just backdrops. They're playgrounds for mayhem. Think wide, sprawling lobbies designed for the entire cast to be on screen at once. Grand staircases perfect for dramatic and often clumsy entrances. Long corridors built for perfectly timed chase sequences where characters miss each other by a hair's breadth. The symmetrical design of these spaces is crucial. It allows the camera to capture multiple actors in a single, wide frame, showing their simultaneous, often contradictory reactions. This is how you orchestrate ensemble comedy on a grand scale. Just when you thought the sets couldn't get bigger, the franchise set sail on the high seas. The luxury cruise ship became a floating labyrinth of laughter. Multiple decks, grand dining halls, and identical cabin doors created a perfect storm of mistaken identities and close calls. The open sea backdrop added a cinematic flair, making the slapstick feel even more epic. The confined yet massive environment of a cruise ship amplified every misunderstanding, turning simple gags into a symphony of controlled chaos. It's a moving maze where the punchlines are always just around the corner. But what truly fills these grand sets is the massive, ever-expanding ensemble cast. The Housefull series is famous for cramming multiple male leads, female leads, and legendary comedians into almost every single scene. The sets are specifically engineered to keep everyone in constant motion. Scenes rarely feature just two people talking. Instead, they're overflowing with overlapping dialogues, simultaneous reactions, and characters constantly entering and exiting the frame. This relentless energy keeps the pace fast and the visuals dynamic, ensuring that every moment feels alive and completely unpredictable. Visually, the world of Housefull is drenched in brightness. Unlike comedies that aim for realism, this series embraces a high-key lighting style. Every corner of the set is brightly lit, ensuring we see every exaggerated facial expression and every physical gag with perfect clarity. This creates a cheerful, almost hyper-real tone that screams pure escapist entertainment. The color palette is just as vibrant. We see whites and golds dominating the lavish hotels and bold blues and reds on the cruise ships. It is a visual feast that reinforces the franchise's core promise. Turn off your brain and just enjoy the ride. And the costumes! They aren't just clothes. They're an extension of the set design itself. Characters are dressed in loud patterns, contrasting colors, and ridiculously exaggerated outfits. This isn't just a fashion choice. It's a comedic tool. The vibrant costumes help us distinguish between the dozens of characters in a crowded frame and add another layer of visual absurdity. Against the luxurious backdrops, the clothing practically pops off the screen, adding to the film's unique rhythm. Of course, It all comes down to the slapstick. The physical comedy is the franchise's heartbeat, and the sets are built to make it shine. Every piece of furniture, every doorway, and every staircase is strategically placed to maximize the comic payoff of a fall, a collision, or a classic door-slamming gag. The large, open spaces give actors the room to perform big, exaggerated movements safely and effectively. It might look like pure madness on screen, but behind the scenes, it's a carefully choreographed dance. Every entry, exit, and prop placement is meticulously planned and rehearsed. This isn't chaos. It's chaos by design. To manage this beautiful madness, the filmmakers frequently rely on symmetrical wide shots. These compositions are the secret weapon of the series. By keeping multiple characters in the frame at once, they allow the audience to track everyone's reactions and appreciate the perfect timing of the jokes. These wide shots are often held a little longer than usual, giving us time to scan the screen and catch the visual humor happening in every corner. At the very center of this spectacle is the one and only Akshay. The sets are often designed to frame him as the anchor in a sea of confusion. He's the physical comedy leader, the central axis around which all the madness revolves. Even in a scene packed with 20 other actors, his placement within the frame ensures the narrative has a clear focus. The Housefull series is Bollywood comedy at its most extravagant, with its massive hotels, dazzling cruise ships, and a relentless cast. The sets themselves become living, breathing characters. Every corridor, deck, and ballroom is engineered for maximum laughter. It's a franchise that proudly rejects subtlety in favor of pure, unadulterated spectacle, delivering comedy that is loud, colorful, and joyfully chaotic. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Bollywood's biggest sets, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. See you in the next video.